This is the Tarocco Gumppenberg Milano 1840. It's by Meneghello, and this is one of their limited edition decks, and it's a very clean looking deck. It's a really nice size, and I thought it was fairly interesting. And the funny thing is, I messed up the video, so this is going to be sort of a composite video of the original, which I edited wrong, and this is the new one. So in the box you get the little piece of paper that says items created by hand. It's in its little coffin box. You get the lovely little wax seal there. Mine is actually kind of, I guess, it got hit and kind of cracked a little bit there, but it's still on there. And you get the little card telling you about it. And this is 1500 of 2000, made in Italy. The back is reversible, sort of, but it does say Milano on it. So, and it's a nice card stock, smooth, not shiny at all. So let's look at so this is just going to be the major arcana. Since I've already done the minor arcana, I'm going to attach it to the video. And you can see the cards. They kind of fit right in my hand. They're kind of long, and they make a noise. So this is the order in which they came. So this one starts with the Fool first, Il Matto, and these lovely colors. For a a Milanese deck, the colors are very nice. It's interesting the way this is drawn. It's like it's all new and fresh, and this is from 1840. So decks from the 1700s or earlier. This looks just a bit different. Different attributes to it. And magician with lots of different. It looks like something you pull teeth out of. There's a shoe, another shoe, a bowl, other things. Typical, he's cut off at the waist. There's only 3 legs of the table showing, like a blockage of male energy. The hat, remember he's a conjurer, the gatekeeper to the next. La Papessa, or the Great Mother. She has the canopy behind her. She has the book open, knowledge. She's sitting there, a wise face. Imperatrice. Here she's sitting on some sort of duvet. Well, not a duvet. What do you call it? It's like a poof. She's sitting on it. She has the little shield there. The Emperor. 4. He's staring at his scepter. The bird that matches the Empresses. El Papa. There's the Pope. We have here, this is interesting, we have 4 figures. You can see there's one guy right here, one there, and there. And the color of their hair is a little bit different, responding to different aspects of things. Papal crown, the 2 pillars, and the three crowns. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. The gloves. This hand, he sort of is holding himself or sort of out. He's not really giving a blessing, which is different. And we have Gliamanti, the lovers. Cupid's blindfolded. We have sort of a king figure, man and woman. He's holding her hand. Il Carro, the chariot. Justice, la justicia. The scales are tipped here. They're like leaning. There's a strange crown on, angel wings. La Rametta. Sort of a different, his head isn't covered. A little light there. Route de la Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. La Force. This woman is like reaching into the mouth of that lion, and like it's like she's gonna rip his tongue out, and he's like grasping like this is his last breath. She doesn't look too concerned. La Peso, the hangman. Looks like his eyes are closed, hands behind him, leg crossed. We have the card with no name, but it's death. This looks like a little smiling skull there. The sickle. A temperance. Transmutation, almost. The feet. El Diavolo, or El Diablo, or La Diabla, the devil. Here we have the tongue sticking out, horns, the two people, the two figures, chained there, but also reaching their hands out. There's sort of a scepter. The hand is up. Breasts there. No genitalia. The Torre, the tower. So we see, it's kind of hard to see, but there's one person falling, hasn't quite hit the ground. This person has hit the ground, happen to be naked. There's a lightning bolt coming out of a mouth here, striking this, shattering it. Looks like the structure is half wood, half stone. The star. Look, there's a funny little bird, but it's got colors now. Two types of water being flown, being dripped out. The main star looks like a fried egg. La Luna. Moon staring at us. The crow, the crab, the two dogs, one both howling at the moon, sort of protecting the crab and making sure that the tide doesn't come in too much. The two towers in the back that look different. One is thick stonework, the other is more refined looking. The soul, the sun. Here instead of, it looks like two adolescents instead of two like smaller children. A boy and a girl in front of the wall. Interesting thing, the wall is a lot of times it's a warming wall, which is if you're trying to grow vegetables in colder climates, especially like in Virginia. I've seen one in the 16, 17, 1800s. They would utilize a warming wall that would maintain the warmth of the sun during the day, and you could start vegetables early. It was just a brick wall standing by itself, or stone wall, but the thing was it would absorb the heat, and so it would make sure that if frost came, it wasn't a big deal, that it would sort of stop that area from being exposed to frost, but also block the wind for tender seedlings. Also, I know in 17th, 18th century France, the wall, erected wall was a pissing wall, So to get people, especially men, to stop peeing inside on tapestries, they installed pissing walls outside where you could piss against the wall. So the wall has many, the standing wall has many different meanings. Judgment, Guizio, upturned heads, Angel Gabriel. Il mondo, the world, angel, eagle, bull, lion. It looks like a huge slug is about to envelop her. Look at the wreath. So yeah, so those are the major arcana of the Gumppenberg deck. So this is, the deck is quite thick because of the cardstock. Go ahead and put this back in there. And there. And then part 2 will be the minor arcana. And then we'll just go through these quickly. I always think scimitar when I think this is a sword, scimitar. Articulated sword in the middle with the hilt. More stylized, like these are stylized, like that. And 10 with 2 swords there. The Fandespad, spade. This is the page, or the valet. Here's the knight. The Cavaldispad. The Regina de Spade, Reg de Spade. Thoughtful look. Lovely crown. I love the like dragon scales there with fur. Sword upright, very distinct. The king. And here he has sort of a fancy throne. He's the fancy king. No epaulets, but he does have sort of flourishes there, scabbard in hand. Now we go to the cups. Here is this one is actually looks like a bouquet of flowers and candles, not so much a city, a walled city. We have the geometric base, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 towers, almost like a menorah. And this one says Fabbrica di Milano, made in Milan. Three cups. Here it looks like the flowers are pouring their nectar into the cups. Growth out of the middle cup. That one's not full, it's different color than that. Maybe it's just the ink that was done, because this one looks like it could be faded. And here too. But this one, they're growing out of it. 8. 9. And the 9 is there. 10. There's no room for 10. And here we have the Page of Cups, Copa. de Copa. He has it covered with sort of a laying over top of it, almost like an urn, like a burial urn. His hat's in his hand. He has a little wreath there. The Cavalier, Knight de Copa. The Regina de Copa, covered. Here she has this lovely ornate gown on. Maria de Copa, the king. Kind of curly throne. Looks like a joyous king. If you had a king that had this huge cup of wine, he'd be a happy, drunk king. Wands, a very nice hand. Take a minute, I am drinking some wine right now, some really nice Viognier from here in Virginia. The company is Flying Fox, the vintner, and they also make vermouth, flavored vermouths, seasonal, which is kind of nice if you're making a Negroni, which I do love. Their Viognier is nice and buttery. It is not as, it's not oaked, but it's not overly metallic, and I like that. Okay, so we have 2. And these are not scimitars, so it's, you can easily say, oh, it's not a scimitar, so it must be the baton or the wand. Because the swords are always curved, whereas the wands are not. They are straight. But these ends confuse people. It confused me for the longest time. I just noticed that this one, it's upside down. Now these are done by hand, and I have noticed, oh, this one's upside down too. I have noticed that some of them, these are all hand done. Looking through them, they've not put them in the right side up. So this one is easy to tell because of the background. I bet there's more that are not. It's always funny to see, oh, look, they made a mistake when they were putting them together. They're only human. Oh, found another one, found another one. Yep. Oh, and another one. Upside down, and another one. Yeah, and the ones that are very easy to flip upside down. Let's see if that's it. Because the last deck I looked at had some that were upside down, but I noticed it because of the, sometimes there's shading or just the orientation. There's a shield or something, I'm like, that's upside down. Some decks, not so much. But you see how this could easily be mistaken, and then you're like, oh, it's upside down. Eight. Nine. Here's 10. Those were good. Those were not upside down. And here, the page or the valet. Looks like an older guy. Cavalier. Or there's that flower. That's the first time I've seen that 4-petaled flower there. Queen of Wands. She's busty. She's a big woman with a big club. She'll knock you out. And here's the one that's on the cover. Now here, this one says, it must be some sort of tax stamp or something. It says it's Lombardy, which I believe Milan is in the Lombardia area. So it's like the county, and then the city would be Milan. I believe that's what it is. Don't hold me to that. And this one says Gumppenberg Milan. So right there. So this would probably be the one that says, hey, we taxes collected. Here we have the coins, denarii. This one does not have anything on there, which is unusual. It was funny, it was on the king. Oh, this one's upside down, look. See how easy it is to... 3, 4. Now this one I can tell is right side up because of the globe in the middle. Yep. 5, this one could easily be flipped. Oh, that's good. Oh, this one's flipped. Oh, it's like a game. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's flipped. Is this one flipped? I don't know. Nope, it's good. Is this one flipped? Oh, it's flipped. And that would be all the flipped ones. So here's the page, denarii with the 2. Typical. We have the knight, older knight. Sort of the wheel, but he's got the sword, even though he's coins, denarii. Regina, she has a strange headdress on. Sort of a baton. The king. It looks like he has leather arms, and he's got the coin there. He has a crown sort of over here. That's it. That is the deck. What a cute little deck. It's quirky. It's got some interesting things going on.